All right. Now, this may be a little bit of figuring things out. Looks like we got a black screen right now. You hear my voice at least. Let me see here. The game. Come here. Okay. There we go. Oh, just had to change it over to the right one. Well then, hello everyone. I've never done this by myself. Strange is here in spirit and also talking to me in my head. But aside from that, I'm here on my own today. Now I've talked about the material gathering grind before, and since this is my first stream, I'm not going to do anything too crazy. I just want to, I don't know, go through, figure out if there's any tech issues, um, get used to it, I guess, a little bit, and play a game that I'm fairly familiar with. So today we're going to do something that I kind of showed Strange before, which was the power on missions in order to get all the materials that I need still. Because I am still pretty far behind on getting all my on foot materials for upgrading and all that. I think I've almost managed to unlock all, thankfully. But the materials themselves, especially the data, tends to be the thing that holds me up. So I did actually go and find a system that's probably going to be a pretty good system for this. But I can get the name of it again, I guess. YZ Fornasis. Okay. A bit far away, so you'll be space trucking with me for a little bit. But we can get a move on. All right. Anybody who is, stopped in and checking it out, by the way, let me know. But I know that I'm not quite so alone. At least I haven't figured out how to tell who all's in the chat yet. Whenever I hit users in chat, it shows a bunch of random users. Doesn't show me exactly who's here. I should ask more specifically. I believe Sethno stopped into the Discord a little bit ago. Are you actually in here, Sethno? I'm gonna guess he hasn't dropped in yet. But when he does, hopefully he says hello. How does the overlay that I picked look? It feels like maybe the chat is a little small. Might want to up that. I could possibly change the size of it once I get to a station there. How many stops do I have on this? Four more. That's the one downside to this ship here. While an Anaconda can normally get pretty good jump distance, this one had to be kind of loaded up with all sorts of things. I can get 33 something out of it. Isn't great. But I will say that any other ship loaded up with this much stuff will probably get a lot less. So there's at least that. Yeah, I like to cut these a little close. It's fine. She can take it. If it really does get critical, hit the button. Yeah, I'm going to hit it just in case. A heat sinker, too, is a lot less of a price than the repair costs. You overheat too much. I actually do want to get a review for all these ships that I've been making put out. I feel like on foot combat is one of those things that you don't see a lot of content for. I mean, a lot of people don't prefer it very much. I had actually heard from one YouTuber that the on foot combat was very, very bullet spongy. Now, I can kind of see that with certain weapons. Others, not so much, and I don't feel like it's too bad. Not for a space sort of thing. Yeah, you're gonna have shields and stuff. Though, to be fair, when I run up to one of the NPCs and shoot them in the face with a shotgun, they still go pretty quick. But overall, like, I mean, you can use most any ship for getting around and doing your missions and what, but not a lot of builds out there to really look at. Just a few suggestions here and there. I don't know. I've ended up doing this ship build, the on foot support, about 3 different ways so far. Small, medium, and large. I do by far prefer the Anaconda to the others, though. Let's skip the fueling on. All right, there's our destination. All right. Now I've been to the system before, so gentle orbital, way out there. Hmm. Is there anything a little closer, maybe? Let's see here. Yeah, here we go. Hopefully we don't have too many way out that way. That could be a slight issue. Many of these are actually out that far. Plenty of them that aren't. Okay. Anything with a C in front of it, I'm gonna have to skip. It's either that or you guys are gonna be watching for a long time as I just sit there. Oh, I hope I didn't overshoot that. I probably did. It'll probably be the loop of shame. Yeah, it was the loop of shame. No! It caught it! Ha Oh, that was so close, I actually thought that I overshot it. Alright. what is auto docking? I'm gonna go see if I can't the chat just a little more legible. Actually, that's gonna be way. Yeah. Afford a little bit more room. The auto dock even scratches your keys. Okay. There. I mean, it cleared out the chat for now. Oh no, she's got to go. All right. All right, let's go see what they have as far as missions go. Considering this place has got a lot of space that is currently off. Sorry, a lot of stations that are there's a player run faction here called the Imperial Defense Force, which I do believe might actually be kind of an enemy of Stenios's faction, so sorry, Stenios. But it's got a lot of stations out here that are currently offline. Where is the oh, gotta duck my head under here. But it got a lot of stations that are probably offline now. Look. There's ooh. I may actually need to go out at 300 something. In which case that could be a problem. Let's see here. If all of them are out that far, this might not be a suitable place to do this. No support mission. Well, okay. I guess we'll go ahead and make a note of this. When you come to a system like this, where you've got a faction that faces infrastructure, they should normally have some support missions here for powering them on. In this case, I don't think that they do. Maybe on a reset they might, but I'm not waiting around here for 10 minutes just to get one. So instead, we're going to use the good old Inara. Now, I know you guys can't see this exactly, but if you go into Inara and you search star systems, you can search for controlling faction state, civil unrest, or infrastructure failure. Those are the two that I know of that will give you these missions. Do a search, and then you're going to want to sort by station because you're going to want a system with a lot of stations. So the next one is this one here, BD074419, typical. This one has a player-run faction there called Legion Armada. Go to view all stations, and then sort by settlement. You can see which of them are run by Armada. Now, Legion's Armada got a few high-tech and military, which is nice. And a lot of them, now that I'm checking the station distance, I probably should have done, a good amount of them are actually pretty close by. So, it's a worthwhile system to go check out. Because they will give you power on missions, if there are some available. Under the big back end of my ship. So big, I gotta hit the sprint button. Okay. Plug this in. It is not too far away. I've already been there at least once. Go ahead and put in that. So here's going to be one of those things. I know some of these are really far out, but then there's others that are a lot closer. So we just got to be careful again. Don't pick the ones that are going to take 15 minutes to get to. Four minutes. Soldier, hello there. With bodies and fire, civil unrest, lockdown, natural disaster, pirate attack, terrorist attack, without bodies or fires, light blast, bust, famine, show your help. Bodies and fires. What do you mean by bodies and fires? Or do you mean specifically ones that are just powered down? Yeah, I've tried to do research on that and find out which ones are which. When I go to some of them, I've been to blight and famine ones before, and in those, I was not able to find any power off missions. Really? Okay. Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure which ones are like going to give the best results for those. I know infrastructure failure is almost always a guarantee, which is why I usually look for those. Civil unrest also has, well, civil unrest has one benefit, but you don't really see it. Yeah, it is a crapshoot. Um, you get the benefit in civil unrest. You don't need to take the missions. And in fact, when you go there, you can actually find bodies laying on the ground everywhere. You can clone one of their profiles. I usually like to go in with a mission, aside from just the mission rewards that you grab for it, which for data, mission rewards are really good too. Um, you get the clearance, the profile, whatever, to open doors already just for the mission. But if you want to not do that, if you want to do the reset method where you can boost away from a station or ground settlement, uh, hit hypercruise for just a little bit, drop back out, drop back down to the settlement, and redo it over and over again. The only problem with that one is you gotta take back your reactor core every single time, which does get tedious and doesn't give you the extra rewards for them. But civil unrest and probably some of those others like famine and outbreak probably have a lot of the same qualities to them, where you'll find bodies laying around to clone. How many more do I have? One, a little bit of extra fuel. Didn't need it. I just like to reduce my refuel costs a little. I guess one piece of info, if you're somebody new to the game and you're trying to figure out how to space truck around, pretty much the moment that you leave the star and your heat starts dropping down here on your dashboard. See the heat levels. As soon as it starts dropping, you're pretty much free to hit the button for the next system. Yeah, you can do that too. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to have this ship, was so that I could take out entire like stations. But you can also get them a lot easier if you go to places like this. Wow, it's a little close. If you go to stations like this and you just take the mission and then abandon it, all you got to do is pay off the fine. So it's like buying them essentially. But I would definitely not do it unless you're actively also doing missions for them. So I would take the ones that don't give any mission rewards and then abandon them, whereas you actually do the ones with mission rewards, and you keep your reputation from going too low with these places. And you can just do that for as much as you need. Ah, right. You're a good boy who goes to anarchy systems just to steal their power core. Sorry, I'm gonna call you out on that one. I do think though, one criticism of Frontier, they really don't give very many options to actually be a good person about this and do any material gathering in a timely fashion. Nobody's after you because it was an anarchy system. I mean, I did just go and murder an entire settlement just to test my ship, so I'm not a good boy either. But evidently, that's what you got to do in this galaxy here. You got to be kind of a jerk. There should definitely be a lot easier ways to get certain things, and is it just me? Is it just a little bit ridiculous that you need like 15 of those power cores? Power cores that, by the way, power an entire settlement. Does your suit really take that much power? And how do you put all that in the same suit? It is a little ridiculous. I gotta say that's how they arrived at their numbers for certain things, and the grind itself is probably the biggest criticism of Elite for pretty much anybody. If you don't want to do the grind, there's a lot to still do, but a lot of stuff gets kind of locked away. Alrighty. I know, right? I mean, sure, it should be expensive, but I mean, you can't buy a lot of materials in Elite. Ship engineering materials as well have the same problem. Because at least ship engineering materials, you can actually trade most of those. The fact that you can't trade data and goods is really annoying. They rely on the player market, and if you ever tried to use the player market to get those materials, you'll know just how fruitless that really is. Nobody is gathering them. After they're done getting the materials themselves, if they bothered to do the ground stuff at all, they are not sitting there and getting more of them to sell because they don't sell for enough. Yeah, I used to have a lot of money. Then I started spending money left, right, and center on stuff. I only have like less than 200 mil right now, which doesn't account for too many rebuys, unfortunately. Not on this ship. All right, let's see. Am I lucky on this one? Ooh, 4 supports. All right, switch it to materials, see what they got. Okay, so the bees. That's really far out. I am not doing that. The 4,000 ones, this is bad enough. 400,000. No, we're not doing that on stream. Really, destination. I got one. I could sit around here until the changeover. Yeah. I could sit around here until the changeover. In fact, I might do that. Because there's one other thing that I really need to do while I'm here. Hi there. Yes, I need to trade away some of these things. I am full as full can bet. 970 of 1,000 assets. Oh, you don't see the overlay on here. But I do need a lot of graphene. So I'm going to go ahead and trade for graphene. It should use up a decent amount of my materials. Let's see. And you can't see this side of it, but there's a program called ED Odyssey Materials Helper. It provides a little bit of an overlay, and so it's telling me how much I have in my wish list. So I've already set up a wish list of materials that I need for my upgrades, and so I know, like on this one, epinephrine, I need 10 of that, so I can't trade below 10. Oh wait, I don't even have enough. No, I don't need all of them at once. Obviously, you don't get more materials here and there, but let's see. What do I need the most of? So here, I have pretty much everything that I need already. I need to stop picking up circuits is what I need to do. Can't really trade these away in any meaningful way. I could sell them, I think, on a fleet carrier. Some fleet carriers will buy some of these. But for the most part, no. We'll do this real quick. You need one more. Tech. Carbon fiber plating, tungsten carbide, titanium plating. These are usually things that I need a lot of. Where is my overlay, though? Come on, give me my overlay. There we go. I have enough carbon fiber plating. I do not have enough titanium. That's what I'm going to trade for. All right. Well, that gave me back a little bit of asset room. I'm not going to pick up too many assets. Pretty much if I see graphene or titanium plating or something, I'll pick it up. Other than that, I'm probably going to ignore it. But since we've waited around a little bit, see if there's any more of these. Quartz. All bees. That is not a good sign. Okie. Now, what I can do with these, I was just talking about that. I'm going to go ahead and accept them. Destination. And then my ship, I'll go ahead and abandon them, and then I'm going to go do the one that I do have. Yeah, I mean, it is, but at least with assets, I just don't care anymore. Assets are, I've got so many assets, and it's so easy to get them. That's one that I can leave. Goods, goods are a lot harder, and data. I mean, as long as my thing tells me that I can use the data and it's not irrelevant, I will pick it up every single time. I'll point out I still don't have the relevant data for what is it? The backpack upgrade. I am still missing chemical inventories and weapon inventory. They're such a pain in the butt. But anyway, let's see here. Transaction. Heath Watch. That is one of the Bs. Planet B. Whatever. Also a B. And so that just gives me the power cores that they gave me, and this one I'm gonna actually go do. Actually, yeah. Actually, let me go do one other thing before I run off and do that. Get that nav beacon. Tired of everything being unexplored. Waiting in queue on what? No. Please. About to run into whatever the heck it is because it's not. Oh, buddy, you did not need the entire slot to yourself. Not very far away. Okay, is it just me or is this a little bit of an odd? I don't see the star. Nav beacons are always around. Oh, there it is. Wow, we're that close to the star. Okay. Take back what I said. Yeah, nav beacons are always going to be orbiting the star. I just found it really weird that this one didn't look like it was near the star, but evidently we're just that close to it. All about perspective. Oh my gosh. 4 seconds. 4 light seconds. Mm. The thing that I'm kind of worried about is that if this thing is telling me that most of these stations are out that far, are there any stations that I can dock at that far away? I don't see anything out that direction. Yeah, no. There's no way I'm running back and over and over. Wait for the lag spike. There we go. Now everything's... Garrison. Cool. There, that last slide. Sorry about that, everyone. It likes to lag when you scan a nav beacon. Didn't get any notification that there's raiders there. Probably be quiet. But if not, I am well equipped. Anybody who was here for the last stream where we were testing this, I did end up having to switch out 2 of the cannons for flechette launchers. Also, after a little test, the flak launchers do work. The only problem with them is they have very little ammo. So I definitely suggest the flechette launcher. Even though they don't look as flashy. You know, one of these days I really should check out what all these different emission types are. I've heard that if you look for encoded emissions, you can find data there. It's something that I need to do. I am very low. Yeah. Yes, ship data and on foot data always eludes me. But this guy right here is it's set up for all of those. In fact, if if this ends up being a bit of a problem and I can't get too many of these power on missions, I might actually go and show some of my data methods. Specifically with the mega ships. You can get data from them as well. I have a few of them actually that I've kind of bookmarked. Get back to. That is one of those kind of log in, log out situations. A little bit of a pain. All right, time to find out if this is going to be light side or dark side. As far as I know, it's the one thing you cannot tell until you get there. It's pretty dark so far. Could just be the color of the planet. From where the sun is. It just maybe looks dark. Or maybe we're in the shadow of another planet. Always possible. But we're not on the technically darkish moon. Okay. Now I'm pretty sure that I have mostly more veteran people watching me. Challenger seems like he knows a lot more about this game than I do, even. Only been playing like a year. There are people who've been playing for. But if anybody does have any questions for things, either myself or maybe another audience member can uh, answer them. There are a lot of little idiosyncrasies to the game. This being one of them, that as you reach the drop point, the DRP on there, you want to be going exactly 2.5 kilometers per second in order to hit orbital cruise. You can go a little bit faster than that, I believe, but not by much. And at least in my experience, you want to aim a little bit higher than where you're heading. You don't hit too low in altitude too quickly. All right. Let's see. It isn't the dark side, but it's dark, so I see. Okay. If you. We're going to turn this off. Right, it come to the top. If you see all these flashlights down here, and it's supposed to be powered off, those are pirates. Almost always. Actually, I think. Oh my gosh, I'm not slowing down. There we go. Okay. Gravity is pulling me. Before I land, here are these guys. If I could just get back. Oh dear God. I am fighting gravity like you would not believe. Level up. That'll help. Okay. Dear God. So the flechette launchers, they're tricky to aim, but they have a pretty wide spread. Come on. There's one. That's at the wall. There's another. Okay. Oh my lord. How high is the gravity on here? Another one. Oh my lord. Okay. Level out. One guy right there. Pain in my butt. No, there's two. Three? Lord. Got him. Okay. See any others? Are there. No. I say that and I immediately see more. One. The other one must be up in there real far. Because he is protected from all that. Okay. We're just gonna go landing, deal with the rest of them on foot. Okay. So for this one, I have more than enough SRVs. Why? You don't hear game sound. Oh, okay. Thank you for telling me. Let me check the properties of this. Can you hear it now? Good, good. All right. Like I said, this is one of those that's going to have a little bit of technical support issues. This is my first time streaming on my computer. I've only done it through Stream.
Target shields offline.
Oh. Okay, we're going back to it.
Target shields
Moment
online.
that I entered, a bunch more just dropped down, so I'm going to hit them again. How many are dropping in? 2 ships.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Okay. It looks more clear than before. Probably still a few. There. Eat that one. And that one. I think somebody got into the interior of one of these places. There's nobody else, right? Jeez. Okay. Come on. Give me the green light. Alright, take the last one out. Hello, Good Storms. Good to see you too.
Low gravity warning.
Yes. Thank you, everyone who is coming out for some support. I usually have Strange for that emotional support. But not today. Alright. Nope. I don't see any signs of any enemies on. Power station. Right. Pro tip from somebody who's been in this before. Always, even if you gotta Austin Powers it, turn this thing around and park it so that it is headed towards the exit. Let's see. All right, the boogies. You mean bogies. But unfortunately, I have no more. You arrived a little late. They're all dead.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected.
You would come up with a solution like that.
Pressurized environment.
I just got done saying that I wasn't going to pick up things like that, but... Alright, let's get this thing off. Suit schematics. Come on, suit schematics. Yeah.
Power center initiation
Mission
confirmed.
status updated.
Engaging power regulator.
Yeah, I'll take current. Too.
Power center online.
Any data ports in here? Data ports in here. Do not understand it. Why these never have any. They don't have many slots for them to sit in, but I've seen them before, so it shouldn't be an issue. Not even a command center power station.
Warning. Dangerously
Alrighty.
low temperature detected. Leaving pressurized environment.
Oh, let's see. How many different types of data port do you have in the area? Security data point. Good. More data points, so just the one in there. Tab should have one or two. Data port, there's... Okay. Power center. Just in case I'm an idiot. No. Okay. Yeah, this is what I'm saying about, like, having the clearance already.
Entering pressurized environment.
Oh, let's see. Not wrong. Go into turret mode to steering. Dinos, don't try to get smart with me. Mass Effect. Or is that it?
Suit recharging. Suit fully charged.
Okie dokie. We don't need to worry about alarms. He's here to raise it. Oops. Let's see. Surveillance logs and knock data. I have plenty of both, but I'm still going to download them anyway. If I need them for something, then maybe somebody else needs them for something. Later. There's nothing in here that I care about. I have not. It doesn't come out for like the 24th, I believe. I'll find out then when I get it. Weapon. A lot of those. Pretty sure this is one of those that doesn't the one upstairs. Here's also where you would turn off like settlement defenses. Not that I care about that either. Oh, hey, the alarms are up here? Downstairs. Oh no, no. Okay. That's pretty much it for this building.
Suit fully charged.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Over here?
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected. Leaving pressurized
Okay.
environment.
Got it.
Entering pressurized environment.
Find out where the terminal is here. Second one. Yeah. So anyone who knows, there was a time when I was looking for a ton of financial projections.
Downloading
Oh,
data.
here they are. I don't need
Transfer
them.
complete.
Favorite breakfast? Muffins? Either those lemon poppy seed muffins or blueberries. A lot else in here. And really looking through these. Doing this quickly is really all about like knowing what you're looking for. When you
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected. Leaving pressurized environment. Entering pressurized environment.
I'm just gonna make a beeline for tab data port. Probably be done with it. Literally all irrelevant. Okay.
Leaving
Well,
pressurized environment.
I finished the mission. I just gotta leave settlement. Where's my Yeah, I actually do have some of those. I mean, store-bought, but I have a couple. We're starting much earlier mornings lately. I love the look of this ship coming in underneath. Alrighty.
Landing gear retracted.
Right.
Frameshift drive charging.
Wait.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alrighty. So since this is about to be the friendship drive. You know, there's actually a channel, a YouTube channel somewhere out there that kind of runs off of that motif. There's actually a lot more Elite Dangerous YouTube channels than you would think. I have looked at so many of them, looking for tutorials and whatnot. I think that may be the greatest resource of Elite Dangerous is YouTubers. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna lock on there. A, we need to test this anyways. And B, I need to step just a moment. We're just flying back. I'm gonna go ahead and be right back for just a little bit. Let's see if the be right back screen works. That shouldn't be too. Alright. Ew! Forgot to unmute my mic. That would be a problem. Told you it wouldn't be too long. But yeah, admittedly, I was sitting there listening to the music for just a little bit. Really like the songs that I got for that. Do let me know though if the intro, the be right back, and the outro, if those are too loud, if I should adjust the volume on those or anything.
Landing gear
But
deployed.
I like them, and I really, if I'm going to be playing them on here fairly often. Oh, my pedals did. If I'm going to be playing them on here pretty often, I would love to be listening to something that I like.
Engines disengaged.
But Strange figured out where to find those, which ones to use and whatnot, without getting into any trouble. And there is actually a wide selection there of songs that you can use without any copyright issues. I'm a soft speaker. Ah. Blue Yeti audio. Let's see here. Yeah, because I think this is the first time that I've been using my own stream stuff through. Let's see, I believe that's the game. Does that sound better? Storms don't leave me hanging. Did I turn it down so much I can't even be heard now, or? He always goes silent when I most need him. Owls. There you go. Now I need to find out, is that better on my mic? I think that I can edit the gain on it.
I'll say up front, it could be trouble.
What do you mean I'm a soft speaker then? I don't even know if I need chemical patents, but I'm assuming that I do. I didn't even look for it. That wasn't even the point of this. Alright, let's see. Any decent one. Troop deployment. Do I have any need for that? I do actually have a need for those. I'm gonna take that. And I'm not gonna actually do these. Take them. Accept. Cool. Now, I'm pretty sure that I gotta pay off some fines around here somewhere. No fines detected. Ah,
How would you like to earn some credits?
okay. Maybe all is forgiven as soon as I do one of the missions. So I guess I'm gonna assume so. Well, Hope it's not bordering on some ASMR and anything like that. I don't want to put anybody to sleep fully. I will say this, though. Strange gives me this one all the time. I am not as full of energy. Why I was kind of dreading doing any streaming on my... She brings the energy to streams. She really does. Me, I just kind of do my thing. Dickinson's Armaments. Oh, wait. D, and then for the... This one, however, is in the A. So if you're curious what I've been doing. Yeah. I don't know, I also feel like maybe the early day streams might be better off to be chill anyway. Nobody has energy right now. Anyway, what I've been talking about this is the A star here. That's the one that's close. Anything that's around this B star here, I know is way too far away. So that's why I'm kind of filtering by that. Let's get out of here. Got one more, and guarantees this is another military complex. Probably guys on the ground.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship restraints retracted. Follow the greens on your way out.
Don't you make me wait in queue again for a tiny little ship. And yes, I am very lazy. I just let it line me up with the mailbox before I... mail slot before I try to go through. There's just no point in either way. I did do manual. Whipped cream and coffee and toast. Watching Tenn fly spaceships, it's the life.
Frameshift drive charging.
You always try to fly spaceships yourself.
4,
Spaceships are
3,
nice.
2, 1.
Although, wouldn't be mad at you if you're just waiting on Starfield to come out. I am too. There are actually 3 games that I am waiting on to come out. I know you play other space games. I know you've built spaceships before. I've heard about them. You tell me about the ridiculous designs that you come up with. You don't just crash those, do you? Of course you do. Okay, never mind. I stand corrected. But there are 3 games that I'm waiting on to come out. I don't consider one of them actually stream friendly. Certainly not for Strange's stream. There is Starfield coming, which I think everybody's going to be playing. And again, everybody's playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now. I don't know if they're going to have enough time to be playing Starfield at the same time. Who knows? But that Armored Core, which I have been a huge Armored Core fan for multiple decades. The first one came out on PS1. And I am looking forward to seeing how well that one works on the PC. So, try to give it a shot. That works. There is also the Phantom Liberty coming out for Cyberpunk, and I do not consider that to be stream friendly. There's too much in that world that would probably need to be censored for any sort of possible young audience that might tune in. We do not cater to, or we do not gear our streams towards younger audiences, but Strange likes to keep it at least PG-13, and Cyberpunk is not PG-13. But I am very much looking forward to playing it. And yes, I have noticed that all the games that I want to play lately seem to be science fiction, kind of spacey, or robots and stuff. I am noticing this. Well, that's not all that I play. I do like to play fantasy. I think that they sort of do, but I'm not sure they have enough. And, like, the language in there, I know that's not filtered. Like, the amount of F-bombs that they drop in the course of that. Cyberpunk is off the menu. Also played it many times. I just want to play it one more time for the expansion. Supposed to have a new ending, and I am looking forward to that. Everybody has their theories about what kind of ending that's gonna be. I personally think that it's probably gonna have to do with not removing Johnny Silverhand from your head. Actually, kind of more of a blending of the two or something like that. That's what I think. I think it's gonna come down to you gotta be like really in sync with Johnny. There's a new stat that they have for like abilities that come from the chip or something like that. And I think maybe if you have that really high at the end of there, you might be able to get the different end. Now the question is going to be, does that actually top the quote-unquote secret ending? I don't know anybody who is tuning in if you guys know what that is. It is epic as hell.
Orbital flight engaged.
Coming in. Definitely dark side this time. Alia? Alia.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
A little slow this time. Crashing. Not seeing any flashlights this time. Yeah, I do not think that there is Anyone in there? Okay. Well, this is one of those old-fashioned ones. It's a military base, but the command center and the power station are here. The power station in this case is connected to the command center by this little bridge. There's no other way into it. I know that from experience. So we're gonna want to just probably get into there.
Landing gear deployed.
And then I know that those habs are a little bit harder to find good stuff in, but I'll probably check them in. Slim picking today. Come on, good storms. What is Polya?
Low gravity warning.
Breaker. When did that happen? There's a lot of them in there. And they're not to be messed with. A gunslinger is my rank.
Target shields offline.
Like Stardew. No. Open beta and wanna first you wanna find all the glitches. For everybody who doesn't know, Goodstorms was our resident bug finder when it came to the Minecraft server.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Oh, they're just running around without... Sneaky! Running around without their flashlights on.
Under attack.
What's going on? Where are they at? And they are hard to see this time. There's one. Got him though. Got another one that I didn't even see. Okay. Oh, that one's okay. Got enough of them I can go landing again.
Under attack.
By who? If anybody can see them, please point them out to me. As Strange said, they see him. They really are. Okay.
Low gravity warning.
Okay, there's two more in there, but I'm not gonna worry about them. It's a sharpshooter. I'm gonna have to worry about him. around the outside.
Target shields offline.
Now there's 3 of them. Oh, hi there, Mr. Pando. You're pretty close. And...
I will end you.
How did that guy not die?
Under attack. Target destroyed.
When it comes to these things, never play fair. There's too many of them to play fair. There.
Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
Get back. And I'm never gonna get my... He's coming to me. I was about to say I wasn't gonna get back in there, but
offline.
I guess he was fine with coming to me. Ah, come on.
Target
There we
destroyed.
go. Okay, as long as no more land, be good. I can drive. Good. Yeah. You know, the SRVs are actually more fun than I assumed when I first got into it. Kind of cool that there's a little bit of, you know, fighting ground guys with them. Though they really don't take very much damage. Like, they got a good weapon on them. I wouldn't say that they have, like, the tank they should have. But then again, pretty much nothing has the tankiness it should have against ground forces. Not even my Dane ship.
Entering pressurized environment.
Pretty sure they're all dead, but... Back this way. Cool. Didn't even go down that far in energy. Weapon schematic I will take.
Power center initiation.
A nice
confirmed.
gas I'll take.
Engaging power regulator.
Data port. Yeah.
Power center online. Power center online.
Honestly, these you would just need a Maverick suit. If you're using a ship to take out most things, and you have an SRV, a Scorpion specifically, you can deal with most of these things, no problem. You just need to get in and out with a Maverick suit.
Suit recharging.
And in that case, you don't need an upgraded one or anything like that. It's nice to have some of those things so that you can, you know, defend yourself if something shows up and, you know, it's a little unexpected. For the most part, you usually don't have too many issues. This is pretty much the only tool that you need. Oh, monitor, we'll take that. What would it be like to be flipped? I mean, it's like this. I don't know exactly how to answer that one. If you didn't have your own ship, this would be a lot more difficult. For one, I mean, I think that you could get maybe an Apex shuttle to get you out here, but I'm not actually sure about that. But it doesn't take much to afford a ship that can just drop onto here. My Cobra actually is a ship that is kind of more of a starter for something like this. If you got down onto foot, you would have to turn on your shields, which shields go real fast. You'd probably want to do it. You'd probably want to fight them in a different suit. You'd probably want to fight them in a Dominator suit for the extra like defenses and whatnot. And in that case, I would say that you probably want minimum of grade 3 gear, because these guys can really take you out very quickly. And you probably want I would say you probably want a sniper rifle and take them out longer range. If you get close on one of them and they have a shotgun like this, you know, you're gonna die. Because if you try to get up on them with your shotgun, they're gonna hit you. And then their buddies are gonna hit you. And then and then you're gonna die. Like, there's no way around it. So you would have to do this carefully if you're doing it on foot. It's totally possible. I just wouldn't suggest it. AX combat logs. How are AX combat logs not a relevant piece of data? That's real sad. Alright. Also, I love how the only worthwhile locker in this whole place was already broken into, looted. I feel like the pirates who hit this place must have known what they were looking for. That locker right there in this setup, that locker contains stuff like weapon and suit schematics. You can get them here. One of the only things worthwhile in this whole thing once you get up to a certain amount of assets. And they're gone. And I feel robbed. And I feel like I was justified in murdering all of them with my ship. Get me. Now, what I wish is that I could find, you know, some of those materials on their bodies afterwards. That'd be awesome. Actually, check them. That was the case. Now, I'm pretty sure this one doesn't contain anything, but it might contain those health monitors. Health monitors can pop up in a few different locations, and they're useful for suits, but you usually end up finding so many of them, you don't need... God. And the assets that I do end up picking up, they're the ones that are dense. And by dense, I mean you trade them for other ones, you get a better return on them. I wouldn't suggest going through and picking up all of them. I mean, you will probably want to at some point, but when you get almost full, just pick the ones that have a dense trade-in value. The two places that are left are both halves. I'm going to hit them, but I'm going to hit them real fast by hitting just the data points. Literally just one. And then when I get there, I'll get the other ones.
Leaving pressurized environment.
This is one of those rare instances where I'll actually traverse this. No, not yet. I'm gonna grab some data over here. Might as well. Data is still valuable. Environment, come on. Oh, would you just... Didn't think about that. Oh my lord! Just show me the compass already. Thank you. Wait. Cleared the mark. Okay. Okie dokie. That's gonna be.
Entering pressurized
Go back and mark it
environment.
again. Okay. Looks like it. You're literally right past the us. And it's irrelevant. No.
Leaving pressurized environment. Entering pressurized environment.
Here we go. Recycling logs, that was all. I'll take it.
Transfer complete. Leaving pressurized environment.
Okie dokie. Get back. Should actually be able to go. Okay. All right. Yep. So the other thing too is,
Landing gear
I mean, I
retracted.
guess if you want to be a good boy about it, lightning just smashed. Oh, lightning just smashed my neighbor's house. Yeah, I'm glad that we don't have lightning today. I'm sure it'll be us tomorrow, good storms.
Frameshift drive charging.
What was I saying?
4, 3, 2.
Oh, the other good
1.
thing, if you want to be a
Engage.
good boy about all this, powering on these stations does help the faction. So, I believe that it will go towards them going out of the their infrastructure failure as you help them. Yeah, I have 400 credit fine by Legion's Armada. Hiccups. Yeah. Yeah, good storms. Power on. They just require additional pylons. I will have to probably pay this fine. Although it didn't require it when I was in there, so I will get bounties and all sorts of other stuff when I okay. Get moving. But no, you cannot. Well, it really depends upon what faction you're part of. If they're actually part of a faction that you can be allied with, you might be able to sort of befriend them, but I'm pretty sure that when you're doing a mission for another faction, like this power on mission is for that player faction, when they show up, they don't care if you're allied, technically, because in this one instance, you are an enemy because you are helping their enemy. You can be a space pirate here. You can definitely be a space pirate. You can pull cruise liners out of hyperspace. You do an FSD interdiction. Pull them out. You can threaten them. You can blow them up. Be sure you can get like escape pods out of them. If you get the escape pods out of them, you can take those and feed them to the Thargoids. If you really want the extra evil points. Although, I have the sneaking suspicion that the more people feed the Thargoids escape pods, the worse the problem's gonna get. You know, I mean, they did not introduce this game mechanic just to be like, oh yeah, just carry around some escape pods and they'll leave you alone. You know, just gotta jettison them and leave them. No. Every single escape pod that we jettison, guaranteed, is gonna come back to bite us in the ass. Ah, that's cool. There you go, Good Storms. You can try the pirate power play group. Actually, I'm pretty sure I may be currently working that pirate power play group, but I'm doing it for the weapon. I'm not doing it to actually ally with them. The moment that I get the weapon, I'm going to quit out of it. Like, that's just how power play works. Okay. I know it looks like I'm gonna crash, but I'm not. Yeah, Harma is definitely the HQ of Archon Delane, and I do believe that I am currently working on Archon Delane.
Landing permission will be granted upon request. Welcome to this federal starport, Commander. Landing permission granted. You are clear for approach to pad 17.
Yeah, currently working Archon Delane. It's because he has the Cyto Scrambler. And I really want the Cyto Scrambler. After I figured out what it did and how it worked, oh, I want it so bad. Best use of small hardpoints that you can get. But no, I'm not actually in Harma right now. I'm in a different system doing power on missions. Actually, do you guys want me to do some data collection? Chip data collection. There is a special way to do it. It's somewhat interesting.
Touchdown. Engines disengaged.
Or at least it's a lot more interesting than other ways you can do it. Okay, yeah, now they're like, yeah, you need to pay that fine. No fines detected. Exactly how do I pay off the fine if there's no fines detected?
Incoming message.
Offhand. You know what? I feel like this is one of those cases of something being slightly bugged. Okay. I'm just gonna complete this mission. Myself those troop deployment records. Cool. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, that's a sentiment I hear pretty often. It is hard to know how to do a lot of things. Go back in. Is this still going to be anonymous access? I feel like. No? Still is. Oh, crud. That means I can't. No! How do I pay off my fine then? They seem to be under attack in their HQ. That is not a good sign for a power play faction. If I may ask, who is currently whooping their butts?
If you're looking to help some folks out, I've got something for you.
Yep, I don't know if I can pay this off. Guess that's the problem that you may run into. Yeah. I have no idea. Like, if the station is under their control enough that I have anonymous access, I should be able to pay it off through them. That's what kind of worries me. Like, no fines detected, but I have anonymous access. That doesn't seem like it's... Doesn't seem like it works too well. Alright. Yeah. Alrighty, so I am going to go ahead and take one more break. When I get back, I think I'm going to go find myself a... rescue ship to go and get some data from. Maybe show that off. But I will have to find a place to resupply, because evidently I can't do that here. Alrighty. Be right back, guys. Enjoy some music. Alright, I am back. Oh. So, found myself where I need to go, and thankfully there is a station there that I can get some stuff. There's a decent ways away, so it's going to be a little bit of a trek. 6 jumps. Be fine. Go ahead. Because this one's not letting me do any refueling or anything. I'm going to need limpets for this. Loading simulation, loading simulation, loading simulation. Let me exit. Thank you. Alright. Now, one of the things that I put onto this, because this is my every kind of material gathering ship. One of the things that I put on here actually was a multi-limpet controller. Which one's it called? Operation
Gear retracted.
that comes with the ability to do the recon limpets that I need, as well as collector limpets. That's why I got it. Because if you want to do, you want to get the grade 5 manufactured materials, you need collector limpets. If you want to get the these data materials, you need recon limpets. It's provided both in a convenient package that I didn't have to buy multiple things for. The last limpet controller, the hatch breaker, I may have a need for later. I don't even know. I don't even know if you can get anything good from doing hatch breaking except for commodities.
You are clear of the station. FFC out.
Alrighty.
4, 3, 2,
Space
1.
trucking.
Engage.
You know, I do feel like maybe Strange has a point on some of this, where you can actually get a playlist going for stuff like this. Might make it a little easier to go through. The next one better be a fuel.
Frameshift drive charging.
It doesn't tell me anything about the star, so I assume that it's a fuel star.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping.
And for this one, I'm just going to line myself up with the destination. I'm going to let down.
Warning, temperature critical.
This is what I call a heat sink scoop. I want to shut up for a little while I fill up my tank.
Heatsink deployed. Fuel scooping complete.
Alrighty.
Frameshift drive charging.
And yeah,
4,
Synios,
3, 2,
here soon,
1.
I kind of want to do another one at, kind of disrupting them in the system. I still do not want Harma to end up in a non-anarchy state. Although, interesting question, if a settlement is in it,
Fuel scooping.
does that mean that, it will not report bounties?
Warning.
Even if
Temperature
the,
critical.
The system itself ends up not in
Fuel scoop
anarchy. I wonder if the
disengaged.
settlements stay in anarchy.
Frameshift drive charging.
Also, hi there, Senios.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping. Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scoop disengaged.
That is also one of the only
Frameshift
things that I have a
drive
problem
charging.
with this build, is that I had to spend all the higher level slots on things like planetary vehicle bays, the fighter bay, etc., and the
4,
shields.
3, 2.
But I didn't really have
1.
like a level
Engage.
6 to spend on a fuel scoop. Which means I gotta spend a little bit more time scooping each time. But, you know, you gotta make sacrifices.
Fuel scooping. Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Alright, Ludis.
Frameshift drive charging.
This is the system that we will find the mega ship in.
4,
It's
3,
one that I've been
2,
to before.
1. Engage.
You can definitely come in here and you can gather lots of people. Be a little bit careful about it, but it's actually not that hard. It's at least a little bit more interesting
Fuel
than the
scooping.
others, but not by a ton. Getting data is just always going to be more of a pain in the butt than I at least don't have to completely quit out of the game
Fuel scooping
to
complete.
do it. Go. Alrighty. Able Hub loves me. There's no anonymous access here.
Delacey, Tango Hotel Echo. We prepared a landing pad for your arrival, Commander. Welcome to our station. Landing permitted. Prep for arrival on landing pad 10. Automated docking approved.
Big suggestion to anybody who wants to play this game. Your monitor, something you can bring up on it. Entertain yourself during the long moments of either that or just get really impatient and try to force your way in and nearly break your ship trying to make a landing.
Landing gear deployed.
There we go.
Landing successful. Commence system shutdown.
Like I said, for this one, we absolutely need the link. I have a decent,
Cargo hold at
a
maximum
small
capacity.
amount of cargo space for the limpets. Let's see. There's that.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing coupler disengaged. You are clear to leave.
Starfleet carriers. There it is. Yeah, like having a particular stream on the second screen. That works. Right, that's locked.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Thing I'm moving. Okay. Anaconda? Heck yeah. Here's some list. It's kind of hard to see because I don't exactly have light on. Inside looks pretty good. It's pretty big. I chose the bronze color for this one. I kind of like it. Looks a little bit steampunky, which of course I'm a big fan of. And then, so yeah, I'm a little bit of a, maybe a little bit of a whale to Frontier here. I did end up getting the some of these packs before. Ended up getting it when I got my original mining vessel, which is also an Anaconda. And for that one, I got a few of these little ship kits. But more recently, they came out with the survey ship kits, and I did again end up getting one. That's why I got the satellite stuff up top. I have different pieces from different ones right now, but they look cool. Yeah, that is true. I end up giving them $10 every now and then. Okay. But when we get here, it is probably going to be one of those things where we get to see the, let's see if I can tell. No, you're not telling anything about that. There's mercenary activity. Pretty sure this thing is like always under attack of something. But we're just gonna ignore the attackers, and if they shoot at us in any way, we have big butt shields, so it shouldn't bother us. That was the one thing that I did spend out a lot on, is I got like 3,500 shields. They're not getting through that in a timely fashion. Alrighty. Now, I think this might be around the other side. Sure. Oh, guess it is around this side. Good, good. And yeah, I will say this though, unlike other games that I have played and given money to, shamefully, Frontier is at least not offering anything more than cosmetics. I think when a game offers cosmetics, you're good. It's golden. If you want to spend out on it, you can. If you don't care, you can avoid it. Nice. I might join you a little bit later. Right now, though. Okay. Right. You have to come to an anarchy system. This is still an anarchy, right? I need to check that before I go doing this.
Hostile forces in range. This is an
Yeah,
open
Ludus
call
is still
to
an
any
anarchy
nearby
system.
pilots.
Because I definitely don't want to piss this thing off. What you need to do is you need to find yourself an anarchy system, and you need to find yourself one of these ships. I can tell you right now that one of these ships, I mean, Ludus Lowell class, this thing right here, if you want to find it, it'll probably be here for a while. No clue if it's permanent, but it's at least here for now. So what you do is, I switch over to here. I'm going to data scans. Then I think from experience, that is what I'm after. Yeah, packable data transmitter. Just go ahead and position myself. Alright, that way I have these two things both in a line. So, do this. Now that I've scanned that, I can go over here to target the limpet docking point, switch over to my recon, deactivate it. Do I not have enough power for these right now? Oh, that's good. Okay, switch this back over to there. Ooh, but I need... No, wait. I don't need the... over the... All is currently switched off, though. Evidently, I have changed the amount of power that I'm using. Barely. Planetary vehicle hangar, that's fine. Planetary vehicle hangars don't need to be active while are creating frame shift drive booster. The where's the booster on? Whatever. Over to 5. Okay. Cool.
Programming limpet drone.
There we go. And down my limpet. And it's going to go ahead and hack it.
Recon limpet link established.
So it was your draw to Guild Wars 2 is mostly cosmetic and yeah, that is something that I usually take into account when I'm picking game, is what all they're really offering. Some of them aren't too bad, and so I don't mind. The game Crossout was what I played before, and I may show it on stream. I don't think that it'll be something that I do very often, but Crossout was fun, but it was definitely a scam. Anyway, okay, so you log out to main menu, and then you can log back in and do it again. Okay. Cool.
Programming limpet drone. Power plant capacity exceeded.
Do this a little quicker this time.
Programming limpet drone.
Yeah. So if you have everything set up
Recon
properly
limpet
with
link
like hotkeys
established.
and whatnot, you can do this pretty quick. 8th Dragon is one more loss on the final day of the war from it. This is a day
Hostile forces
they
in
make me
range.
really
This
want to
is
come
an
over
open
there
call to any
and
nearby
participate.
pilots. We need help.
I think it might be after the stream though. I mean, speaking of, this is not exactly great stream materials, but I did want to show off how I end up doing this. Add to this going and doing wake scanning at a system that's in famine, and then going to Jameson Crash Memorial and possibly doing some of the encoded data signal sources. All of that together is going to get you
Power plant capacity
everything you
exceeded.
need. It takes a little while, which is annoying, and it's the grind. It's always the
Programming limpet drone.
most boring
In
grind.
range. This is an open
But
call to any nearby
it is how I
pilots.
managed to
We
do all
need
the
help.
engineering that I need to do.
Recon
Winning
limpet
right
link
now.
established.
So essentially the only way to make this count is to make them end in a draw. There's no winning.
Power plant capacity exceeded. Programming limpet drone.
Alrighty. So, This is a fun, well, less boring method of getting the data materials out here. And all you really gotta do is find one of these guys in an anarchy system. Not too terrible to I managed to find them, I believe, through the wiki. If you look on there, you can find the locations of some of them and just where they are. Oh, no, not the wiki, actually. That was on Inara. You have to search for stations, and you have to search for the specific station type. Search nearest stations, and then all you gotta do is go to station type, and you're looking for bulk cruiser science vessel. At least that's what these are. And if you find science vessels, then you go through and you just find out which ones are in anarchies. Searching for government type anarchy doesn't do it because it searches for that station's. And just because that station is anarchy does not mean that the system is in it. So I made that mistake. Came to one that I getting shot at. Man. Hi there. Okay. I get the picture. I'll finish my talk outside of range. Anyway. But I made the mistake, ended up accidentally coming into one of these that didn't have an anarchy system. Ended up gaining a lot of hate off of it. Had people coming after me. Had some bounties and whatnot. It didn't go well. Had to book out pretty quickly, quicker than that. So you definitely want to find the right one. Anyway, so this has been my first solo stream. Just me, no Strange. Strange will be back. Maybe she might do some more streaming later today if she feels up to it. She's trying out her new job for the first time. It is an interesting new experience for her. And I don't mind coming on here and doing some of this. I'm not a Rocket Leaguer. Don't expect that sort of a stream. I do some other games. But if there are the upcoming games that perhaps are gonna run well enough on my computer and can be streamed, I may attempt to do so. It is a very pretty ship. Thank you. But for now, this has been my first stream, and hopefully the first of a few, maybe many. And I'll see you on the next one. So, take care, everyone.